Today we're playing the rest of Luka Doncic's career to see just how great he can become. Will he be the next all-time great shooting guard, or will he fail to live up to the hype? Well, despite Luka joining at the trade deadline, they'd actually performed very well in his first season, meshed really quickly, and finished as the second seed. Round 1, we're seeing the fight of LA versus the Clippers. Pretty sure we're gonna win this one. Oh my god, we just lost in 7. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting to lose in 7 to the Clippers out of all teams, but that's year 1. That shows us we have a lot of growing to do, but the 2026 season is where things truly begin. With an off-season to grow together, Luka and LeBron are taking things up a notch. They're both making All-NBA teams, with Luka specifically averaging 29, 10, and 9. It's pretty apparent Los Angeles has their future cornerstone, but the real question is, can they win a championship before LeBron retires? Well, the answer is leaning towards no, since in the first round we're playing the Oklahoma City Thunder. They might be one of the few teams who have a brighter future than Los Angeles, considering they have so many young pieces that will develop into stars. And when you combine that with the fact that outside of LeBron and Luka, the Lakers don't really have too many contributors, that explains why we're losing in 7. And of course, the team we lose to goes on to win the championship, alright. Thankfully, Luka did resign for 4 years, but outside of him, the team still isn't looking the best, so kinda scared for the future of LA right now, I'm not gonna lie. While this season wouldn't end up being the best, Luka's making the most of it by dragging us to the 8th seed. However, he's running into the biggest threat of the NBA's future, one that'll completely destroy the idea of parity and ruin the league for the next decade. They have Wemby and Cooper Flag as their 1-2 duo. Yeah, we are absolutely cooked right now. Terrifying duo for the next 10 or so seasons. All we can do is pray they split up, because in just their second season together, they're not just sweeping us in the first round, but they're also weathering the storm in Oklahoma City, beating the Thunder in 5, and then crunching the Nuggets to head to the NBA Finals. The Spurs are beginning early, winning a championship in 2027. I'm absolutely terrified of them right now. After 24 seasons in the NBA, LeBron is finally retiring. A ton of Hall of Fame players just left the league. And LeBron might be gone, but we did sign Banchero. I'm not mad at that. Luka Magic, paired with an all-star from the Magic, would lead to a lot of hope for the franchise. This duo is arguably on par with LeBron and AD of just a couple seasons ago, and they're making their presence felt in the West. Because as the 3rd seed, they're opening the postseason up by dominating New Orleans, and then doing the same to OKC en route to the Western Conference Finals. But just as they're catching their stride, we're once again running into a brick wall. Next, we gotta face San Antonio, man. Cooper Flag, Wemby, Stephon Castle, 90 overall also, Devonta. Yeah, this team is loaded, so hopefully we can get a win in this series, but we're tied 1-1. Okay, we're down 3-1. Okay, yep, and all right, man, we're facing the wrath of this Spurs dynasty, man. They just went back-to-back, so hey man, we could be in for the next Kobe and Shaq type of duo. While San Antonio's thriving, Los Angeles is struggling to find their identity. Despite having 2 superstar level players, the fit isn't what we expected. But even though the Lakers as a whole aren't playing exceptionally well, Luka's making sure he takes home something. The first time we're seeing Luka win an award is actually the Clutch Player of the Year, averaging 26, 8, and 9. The Spurs win 73 and 9. We are absolutely witnessing one of the craziest 1-2 punches in NBA history. We're in the post-Steph Curry era of Golden State, where they have Jasper Johnson now playing point. And Johnson might not be on the same level as Curry, but he's showing he doesn't need to be to beat Luka, because over the first 4 games we're seeing the Warriors run up a 3-1 lead before finishing us in LA in Game 5. And while Luka's still championship deprived, that's something the league's scariest duo has an abundance of. And are the Spurs going to 3-peat? Yes, they are. Wemby and Cooper Flag. Who let this happen, man? Which brings us into the 2030s, where Luka's still lacking any true hardware. That's a bit concerning since he's age 31 and eventually will begin to decline. Fortunately enough for his fans, though, that side of his career will have to wait, considering he's still in his prime. And Luka's still making All-NBA first team, 26, 8, and 10, averaging a double-double, not bad at all. So coming off a solid regular season, the playoffs will start well for us, seeing us outperforming the Pelicans and fly off with this series in 5. But while in the air, we're getting struck by lightning, which is always followed by thunder. And at Luka's age, it's about time we question if he has what it takes to be a #1 option on a championship roster. Maybe one year he'll have the talent to get over the hump, but that won't be this one. The Spurs are going for a four-peat. Like, yeah, that's actually kind of insane. I won't lie. Okay, Pop is retiring, so maybe that could mark the end of a dynasty. I don't know. I would hope so. Okay, Luka did sign for 4 more seasons. Paolo has 1 year left, and Dalton is just now reaching a 90 overall. Once again, Luka's All-NBA first team, 23, 7, and 9, or I guess 8 and 10 if you want to round that up. And up until now, we've seen Luka struggling to make the playoff run. He still hasn't made the finals as a Laker, but in the Western Conference Finals, he has a chance to do so if he can beat the 4-time reigning champion. Of course, they have Devonta, Cooper Flag off the bench for some reason now. Wemby, like, the team is absolutely stacked, and I really don't know how. We've seen San Antonio terrorizing the league, but if anyone can end this dynasty, Doncic definitely has a shot. And this series would be a dogfight, one that's coming very close to the ending of the Spurs. It's even reaching 7 games, but in the final moments, things aren't looking so bright for us. It's not gonna be too close in the end though, man. Oh my goodness. I mean, he's not gonna win this year, but I do want to see him in this Lakers uniform for just a moment. Might as well get him a quick bucket too. Let's see. Hold on, Luka. Hold on. I got you, man. I got you, Luka. I got you, bro. Hold on. Step back. Okay, I missed it. It didn't matter. For the 5th championship in a row, okay, man, I have to do something about this. Like, they've won every time for the past 5 seasons. And of course, we just let Paolo walk in free agency. So it's just Luka, Dalton, and Bronny as our primary 3 players, which might have actually been a blessing in disguise, considering Luka has a chance to fully be the #1 option. And during 2032, he's making the absolute best of it. And it took forever, but Luka's finally won an MVP, playing LA again in the first round. I think we should beat the Clippers pretty badly, to be honest. Yep, 4 games. Next, we got his old team, Dallas. They have a pretty good lineup, but I think we should be able to beat them, to be honest. Let's go game by game. We're tied 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, and there we go. And the Spurs lost in the first round, leaving us to face the Utah Jazz, who have a good squad. I mean, Rob Dillingham off the bench is definitely a good piece. Why do they have so many guards? We're down 3-1. Like, Luka, the Spurs lost. This was your break. Come on, dude. Come on. We're losing in 6. Oh, and of course he wins Western Conference Finals MVP. It's not even his fault. It's not Luka's fault we're losing right now. And as you can tell by my frustration, I'm starting to lose hope in Luka being able to win a ring. But his window isn't completely closed just yet, as he's winning another MVP in the following season. Once again, Luka's winning MVP 25, 8, and 10, and we're this time the 4th seed. We're playing the post-Steph Curry era Warriors again. I still think we have a chance to win the championship, but of course it just depends on how well the Spurs do. And if, okay, the Spurs lost to the 8th seed again. That's kind of scary to see that happen back-to-back. We're playing Shea, Will Riley, Jalen Johnson, and Chet Holmgren. Yeah, this team is one that I'm terrified to face, but we're up 3-1. Okay, we're on a roll right now. Playing the Clippers again. They have a bunch of guys I don't know who they are, but a full lineup of 90+ overalls, plus 2 89s and 87. Yeah, this is gonna be scary. We're up 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, and we're going to the finals. Thank you, Luka. Finally, we're playing the Chicago Bulls, who I genuinely think we can beat. But let's take it game by game. We win game 1, we lose game 2, we lose game 3, we lose game 4. And with Luka being down 3-1, his title chances are slim to none. And while he would fight in game 5 on the road, the Chicago Bulls are ultimately ending this season as the NBA champion. Game 5, we win. Game 6, oh my god, Luka, and he won Finals MVP. You can't make this up, bro. I'm not sure what more Luka has to do to win a championship. I mean, he just won like 2-3 MVPs back to back, and he dragged LA to the finals. So I don't know, man. I don't know what else he has to do to win a title. And for the 3rd time in a row, Luka's winning MVP again. I don't know who this guy is right here, but he made All-NBA second team as a Laker. And we won 67 games, even reigning over the Spurs, who still have Flag and Wemby and Sengun. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that. And funny enough, if we fast forward to the conference finals, that's exactly who we're playing. Even with home court advantage though, neither team was safe, because both teams are splitting one of their first 2 home games, and the series is tied 2-2. And this back and forth wouldn't be ending just yet, since it's still tied after game 6. 3-3. We're going to a game 7 again with the Spurs. And this one is, it's somewhat close. We're gonna hop in and see what happens. Reed has the ball. Cooper Flag on him, drives right past and dunks all over him. Now Flag is bringing the ball up for the Spurs. I still cannot believe the league let this lineup happen, but Flag gets the dunk on the other end. Luka has it. He's a bit tired, which I mean, it is Luka out of all people. They say he's out of shape. I don't know if that's really necessarily true. The mid-range pull-up and it's off. Ball to Harrington on the fast break. He gets a lane and it's blocked by LA. Luka's driving it. Hands it off to Reed. Spin move over Wemby, and Wemby sends that one to the first row. The ball's going to, I can't even say his name, but Luka a 3, and Luka just missed, man. This one is not looking too good for us. About a foot difference here. Wemby can't get past him, though. He's going to pull up a mid-range. It's stolen. Connect on the fast break. Come on, connect four, connect four. Do something, man. Do something. Do something. To Kamiosoko, and he makes the floater. Luka's being absolutely bailed out right now, but let's see. The Spurs still have a chance to get a bucket and take the lead. Cooper Flag being guarded. Oh, down to Sengun, and Sengun gets an easy drop-in dunk. Luka, this is your time to shine. Your time to go back to the NBA Finals. 9 seconds left. Let's see. 6, 5, 4. Luka, oh my God, and it's blocked by Wemby. The guy in the corner. The guy in the corner. Oh my God! What just happened? I still don't believe this. Like, it's Luka goes up, he gets blocked right to the corner at the buzzer, and he makes it at the that's actually the craziest way to win a game 7. And we're not playing the Wizards, who have a decent lineup of guys, a lot 90 overalls, a very good guy right here, Tyron Stokes. But even against the deep Wizards roster, Luka's showing he simply wants this one more. Because after the first 5 games, he's taken a 3-2 lead, and he's keeping this momentum steady throughout game 6. He's doing it. He's finally gonna do it, man. Let's go. It took absurdly long, but we're finally seeing Luka winning a championship, man. Let's go ahead and get a bucket for real this time, because last time I wasn't able to score with Luka. Come on, Luka. He has no stamina, man. Oh, I shot a late. Yeah, I'm done. But there we go. Luka's finally winning an NBA championship, and he averaged 35, 8, and 10. It took this man to give us his all to finally win a ring at the age of 35 and 16 years played. And I think that was a great time to win, because both Dalton Connect and Luka went down to a 90 overall. But I still think this team has what it takes to go back-to-back and win at least one more title before Luka retires. And Luka's finally regressing, man. All NBA 3rd team, averaging 25 and 7, and the Lakers are down to the 6th seed. 46 wins on the season, not terrible. But let's see, in the first round they're playing a Nuggets squad who has Koa Pete, Jay Jameson, and Baba Oladipo leading the way. We lose in 7 games. I'm so sick of losing close series, man. And Luka's championship window, I think it might be gone, guys. I think it might be over with. And after a few more seasons in the NBA, Luka's finally wrapping it up with a legendary resume. Here are his stats on a year-to-year basis. A very, very long 20-year career. Like I said, he's in the Hall of Fame with 3 MVPs, 15 All-Star appearances, 1 championship, 2 Finals MVPs, 14-time All-NBA first team. Finished just behind Kareem at 3rd in points all-time. He's 4th in field goals made. Broke the record for most threes ever with 4,800, surpassing Steph Curry by nearly 200. 20th in free throws, 32nd in rebounds. He's 2nd in assists, surpassing LeBron James. 14th in steals, and number 8 in minutes all time. Oh, and of course, he is also 3rd in turnovers. And if you're still watching to this point, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because our goal is 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, and I know you can help us get there. But what if we took another young guard and changed his career for the better? Well, to find out what happens, click the video on the screen, and let's follow his journey together.